Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys clicked on today's video. I'm in my kitchen today working on a few different meals for you guys to share with you guys. And this first one is a healthier chicken and broccoli dish with some spinach and Parmesan rice. And the first thing I did was I got some olive oil and some minced onion in the bottom of my pot, and then I added some garlic and I cooked that up a little bit, and then I'm going to add my rice to the pot dry and let it kind of get coated in the olive oil with the garlic and the minced onion. And then I'm going to add chicken broth to it. I'm going to bring this to a boil, let it cook, turn it down, let it cook and simmer for about 20 minutes. And then I'll add my spinach and my Parmesan. And this is the side dish that I chose to go with the chicken and broccoli. Both of these recipes I will link down below. They are a little more detailed, and honestly, it's easier for me to link the video for you all than to tell you exactly how I do it, because basically I will look at a recipe and then I'll read through it, see what needs to be done, then kind of go and do my own thing, which is pretty much close to what the recipe should be anyway. But here in just a second, I'm going to start with my chicken. I'm going to season my chicken on both sides with Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. I'm going to get it cooked on both sides, and then I put it in the oven on a warm setting just in case it didn't get cooked all the way through. I'm going to give it a chance to finish cooking in the oven while I work on the sauce. And what makes this a healthier version is I'm not using heavy cream or milk or anything like that. I'm using almond milk to make this cream sauce. And so it's almond milk and broccoli, and then you put your chicken, you smother your chicken in it, and then it's ready. And it does take about 30 minutes to get this meal put together, but it did turn out really, really good. I was super surprised at how good it was. I will tell you this, the next time I make this, and there will be a next time, I will grill my chicken on the grill. I just think it will taste better. It was good, but we all agreed here at my house that it would have been a lot better with grilled chicken instead of pan frying it. So I'm just going to turn on some music and let you guys watch as I go along. But like I said, I am going to link this down below, so you will have a recipe to go by if you decide to make this yourself. did kind of triple this recipe, so I am making a little more than what you will see in the recipe. But we had several people over on this evening. We were doing some things in our garden, and so my son and my daughter-in-law with my grandbaby were here, and my daughter was home. We were just all here on this evening, and it was great to have the family here. And so I did triple the recipe, so that's why you will see, I think the recipe calls for like a cup and a half of almond milk, and like I said, I tripled it. So you're going to see a little bit more put into this recipe on the video, but the recipe, you can adjust the servings on it as well. I did cut up some lemon wedges and serve those on the side, so if you wanted to squirt that over your plate, you could do so. For me, it amped it up a little bit, made it even more delicious, but if you don't like lemon, like my husband doesn't like lemon, you can totally omit it and leave it out. But definitely give this dish a try. So moving on, I'm actually sharing a dessert recipe with you guys right now. This is the dessert that I made when it was my turn to cook Sunday dinner. And so I doubled the recipe. Again, I will link this video, but I am doubling the recipe. And I start off with 4 cups of milk in my pot, and I'm going to start heating that up. And while I'm heating it up, I'm going to add 2 cartons of cook and serve vanilla pudding. You definitely need the cook and serve, not the instant. So I'm going to add this to the pot, and then I'm just going to keep stirring it, and I'm going to bring it up to a boil. And when it comes to a boil, it's going to thicken up, so it's going to be pudding. So you want to get to that consistency. And then I'm going to add 2 cake mix. Hold on. 2 yellow cake box mixes to the pot, and I'm going to stir all of that together. It'll be a light, spongy texture, and you're going to spread that out in your pan, sprinkle some butterscotch chips over top of that, and then you're going to bake it in the oven for about 30 minutes, and it is so good. If you like butterscotch, you will love this, but you can also mix up your flavors if you wanted to do like a red velvet cake with some white chocolate chips, or even a lemon cake with white chocolate chips. You can definitely do different things. A chocolate cake mixed with peanut butter chips. You can get very creative with this recipe, and it's definitely one of my favorites, and my family likes it too. Well, all except for my sister Susie. She doesn't care for butterscotch, but the rest of us like this dessert. And if you give this a try, let me know what you think. It's super easy and super, super delicious. I'm assuming the reason they call this a wasp nest cake is because it's supposed to look like a wasp's nest. And but anyway, like I said, change up the flavors if you want to. I doubled this recipe, so and I've cooked it in it's not a 9 by 13. I think it's like a, oh goodness, like a 11 by 18, maybe 15, something like that. But it was really, really good. So on this evening, I needed to just kind of get some things out of the freezer. I was getting ready to put in my grocery order, and I realized there was just some stuff in there that had a few pieces of this and a few pieces of that. So I cleaned out my freezer. I have some organic tater tots. I have some organic chicken tenders. This is Parmesan crusted tilapia, and then I think I had a little bit of popcorn shrimp that I threw on this pan and just put it in the oven. And it was just me, my husband, and my daughter, so we just kind of got what we wanted, and it, served two purposes. It helped me clean out the freezer, and then it also gave us dinner. So sometimes I just don't feel like cooking, and this is the easiest thing to do. And since I am trying to have a more healthier lifestyle, my husband has also been needing to change his diet to a more healthy, friendly diet. I just needed to get rid of some things so that I can stock up on good stuff. So, like I just said, my husband is on a heart-healthy journey, and one of his favorite things that I make is homemade chicken noodle soup, which I've shared it on this channel before. I do my canned chicken and my canned chicken broth and the Nor sides, a package of creamy chicken Alfredo. I think that's what it's called. But I wanted to use our own ingredients, and so instead of doing it that way, I added my chicken and my chicken broth to the pot, and then I did some of the Moderna pasta, just a little bit of that. I added some of my homemade poultry seasoning, and then I also added some Mrs. Dash chicken grill seasoning, and I just cooked this until it thickened up a little bit, and then it was more of a stew for him to eat because he was wanting some of this for dinner. He said it was really good. I didn't really taste it. You guys know I'm not much of a chicken noodle fan. I like chicken and rice, but he said it was good, and it did keep his belly from growling. So this last meal that I'm going to share with you guys, it is something new that I am experimenting with. My husband is having to do heart healthy. I'm having to do anti-inflammatory. We're not on a diet. We are having to literally change our way of eating. And so to kind of give me more recipe ideas, I signed up for a few deliveries from Home Chef, and this was the first one that we had gotten, and I don't remember the name of it, but I will try to get the recipe down below. It was basically a breaded chicken with zucchini on the side. It had stuff to make a cucumber dip or something that you could put over top of your chicken. However, you'll see here in a minute, the cucumber had been frozen all the way through. I wasn't able to use it. So right now I'm just chopping up my zucchini, getting it started. Here's when you're going to see the cucumber. But I got my zucchini all chopped up, and then I'm going to get my chicken prepared, and I'm going to flatten it. They gave me 2 chicken breasts. The meal was for 2 people, but it actually fed 3 of us. I was very happy about that. Right here I'm chopping up some garlic, but then I'm going to flatten my chicken and pat it dry off, and then it has panko bread crumbs. And the seasoning, it was the equivalent of like a ranch dressing, but it was like low sodium, not liquid dressing, but the powdered stuff. Anyway, so I'm going to get my chicken coated. We're going to fry it in a pan, and then I'm going to put it in the oven to keep it warm. Again, I do that just in case it didn't get cooked all the way through. It'll finish cooking in the oven while it's also staying warm. Then I'm going to fry up my zucchini. Then my daughter ends up cutting up some carrots for us to have since the cucumber stuff didn't turn out. But this meal was actually surprisingly very delicious. I did like the convenience of having everything ready in one bag, and we'll try this again. I mean, get more recipes from Home Chef, but this is something, if I make it again, I'll just get the ingredients from the grocery store myself. But I like having ideas with new recipes. My son and my grandbaby were over here on this evening while I was cooking. They weren't eating with us, but they were here. And my daughter was playing with my grandbaby, but she had to go do something, so she brought Carson in for me to kind of watch her for a few minutes. And Carson was tugging on me, wanting me to go play with her, and this is what happens. Hold on. Carson, hold on, okay? Granny's got messy. No! No! Oh, crap. So I had chicken juice all over my hands, and I had laid the scissors down the side of the plate, but they were too close to the edge of the counter. And little did I realize she could just reach up there and grab the scissors, which is exactly what she did. And when I turned around, she had the pointy end down towards her feet, and she was dropping it, and it scared me to death. I just knew it was going to cut her wide open. You know, your mind just goes into the wrong place. And so it scared me. And then when I grabbed her, I had that chicken all over my hands. And so we had to get her in the bathroom and get her cleaned up. And it was just, it scared me, and it scared her, me hollering. So I felt bad about that, but oh my goodness, it scared me to death. It's all good. Everybody's fine.
I told you everybody's fine.
So I am just frying up my chicken. I'm going to do it for about 3 or 4 minutes on each side. I get it good and brown on each side, and then again, put it in the oven, and then I'll do my zucchini. This meal turned out to be super delicious, and one that I will definitely fix again. Again, this was a home chef meal where it's a home delivery a meal delivery service, and they bring to you everything that you need, the serving sizes and everything. So this was fun, and I will try more recipes in the future. But that's all for today's video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, come back and hang out with me. I do different things on the channel, and I would love to have you here. Until next time, guys, I will see y'all later. Bye.